I'm brother Jamar Patterson, and this is my story. For the longest, I never understood faith. I never understood Jesus. I never understood God, because as a 10-year-old kid, I was brought up around kind of street mentality where a lot of people were doing things as hustling and doing other things. I went to a church when I was 10 years old, and the pastor there, Pastor Reverend Owens, I never forget the man. I loved him like he was a father, like an uncle to me. I used to watch him do things in church that I never understood. He would preach a great service, but then there was people in his church that had a guy that used to run the pews, had a lady used to pass out every single Sunday, had people used to run around in church. I just thought it was, I kind of thought it was fun and games at the time, because I'm a little kid and I'm like, why are these people doing this? So when I finally went to the back with my father after services were done, I would watch this particular pastor pay these particular people that were acting out in church. He wasn't paying anyone else. It was these people that always would act out, that they were passing out. They were running around church. They were running up and down the pews. So I'm like, why is he paying these people to act this way? So at that time, I thought church, I thought it was a big game. I thought it was just something that somebody was there to hustle. Then after he would pay these people, my father would take this particular pastor to the racetracks, Thistle Downs. I'll never forget it. This was in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a young kid. So I thought all pastors were just hustlers. Also, there was a lot of men around me that were very masculine men. My father always told me that a man needs to be masculine. There was other brothers that were around that were less masculine or effeminate. And I never wanted to be that way, because that's not the way that my father taught me to be. My father taught me to be a masculine, strong man. So as time went on, I said I would never step into anyone's church ever again, because I thought that all pastors were hustlers. I thought that when people would talk about God or Jesus Christ, I just thought that it was in a book, and I didn't understand. So as time went on, as I got older, people would always invite me to church. I never would go. It took me meeting my wife, Nisha Owens Patterson, associate pastor here at Kingdom Fellowship. She invited me to church. We were dating at the time. I came up from Georgia. You all were at the Lighthouse. Everybody was in church. Service was great. Pastor Tim was preaching good, and I'm listening and everything. And then all of a sudden, people start running around the church. People start dancing. People start yelling. People start singing. So in my mind, I'm thinking again, wow, here it is. I'm in love with this woman, but I don't want to be a part of something that's fake. So for me, I walked out of church immediately. I went outside and sat in the car. When my wife talked to me, she's like, what's going on? And I explained to her what I experienced as a child and what I didn't want to be involved with. So she explained to me, it's going to take me time to understand and believe and have faith in Jesus Christ. So we started going to church in Georgia. And I was around some brothers in Georgia and everything, but they made me feel comfortable, but then I still wasn't feeling it. The bishop at the time, he was preaching very well. He was preaching great. He was explaining a lot of things. I enjoyed it. It took my wife to sing the song mention of his name is Jesus. When she sung that song, I had a tear come out my eye. I didn't realize what was going on. I just, I'm like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Why does my body feel this way? So at that point, that's when I guess that I really realized that this was real. This was true. So as time went on, I started accepting the fact that here it is. Now I'm understanding. And now I'm feeling better about Jesus Christ. It took us to start taking trips here to Kentucky from Georgia. We would come. I hear the pastors. I heard Pastor Tim speaking. I heard Pastor Tim praying. I would hear the praise team. Oh man, they was singing it. And one particular time I remember the most. We came here. It was on a Sunday, and the They were in the purple and black robes. I mean, hey, they was tearing the church down. I was loving it. I was enjoying it. I really was feeling it. And then when we moved here and I started becoming around the brothers that were masculine brothers, strong brothers that was about taking care of their family. They always spoke about Jesus. They were always explaining to me different things because there was things I was still confused about. But being around brothers who have actually grown up in church and who would speak it and explain it to me, now that I have faith, I believe in Jesus Christ, and I'm truly blessed. Also, I've taken on a role as the head security here at Kingdom. Doing that job, knowing I'm here and I'm able to help protect not only my wife, but the family of this church. Everybody here is my family. I enjoy my job. I enjoy being in leadership, and I'm truly thankful and I'm truly blessed to be a part of Kingdom Fellowship. And I'm thankful that I honestly have a real true meaning and a real true relationship with Jesus Christ. That's my story.